Coming up on News in Depth, Ramshop disagreement ends in stabbing, Vera versus Craig on the National Broadcasting Authority, and Nari to focus heavily on cassava, coconuts and plantain. News in Depth begins now. With tonight's edition of News in Depth, I'm Eva Wharton. Thanks for joining us. First up, a Ramshop disagreement with friends ended in a stabbing. Two quarantine families are hoping to work out a settlement after a disagreement between two childhood friends ended in the shedding of blood at a liquor store. Rohini Pesot, the wife of injured Martin Ramsey-Wack, said her husband sustained 5 stab wounds at the hand of his friend Walini Sami. While details of what may have sparked the disagreement are sketchy, the two families are trying to make sense of the senseless act. Ramsey-Wack's wife and Sami's mother both recounted what they were told of the incident.
He just said that they had an argument and he just pulled off a knife and started killing.
The shop, and he talking with the shopkeeper with Cheryl, and he tell Cheryl say he can't find bill, and he go tell Cheryl say all my money down here, and when you want a pint of rice, now come here for it. And then he say Martin went in the shop, they buy one of Martin, right? And he say by who you talk to? So I say I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Cheryl. And then he choked Simon, put Simon to sit down, and chop him up and so, and pull out the knife, whatever he did. But what Simon tell me that me said.
Ramsey-Wack has done one surgery and is expected to have another shortly. We will return with more news on the other side of this break.
Hey, looky there. Let me go techie boots.
Boots? No, man. I ain't gonna get locked up thief in them big stinky 30-second boots. Plus, it can be more cheaper online. And don't got my favorite color, pink. Let me go along.
Online shopping. Cheaper, faster, better. Passback.
A man's beer.
Welcome back. It was a case of Craig versus Vera over issues surrounding the National Broadcasting Authority.
Guyana Broadcasting Authority Leonard Craig is expressing his disappointment over the findings of the Commission of Inquiry into the authority. In an engagement with members of the media, Craig said most of what he presented to the Commission of Inquiry was excluded.
All right? And I believe all of these things did not come out in the Board of Inquiry report, even though the evidence was presented. It was presented by me personally. And it was hand-delivered. It was not sent by courier. In fact, when I presented this, I presented it under oath. And how it escaped the board in reporting these excesses, I really don't understand.
Craig and board member Anthony Vera were involved in heated exchange in the press regarding the work of the authority, and today Craig said Vera is operating as a self-appointed pope of the authority.
So it is Director Vera who replaced the authority of the board. Where he got such authority, God in heaven knows. Who gave him such authority is yet to be determined. I would rather suspect, though, that he appointed himself Pope of Broadcasting. He is a self-appointed Pope, and we seem to be having several of them in this country these days.
Craig said the decision is not for him to challenge the decision of the board of the authority, but for the Prime Minister. Craig was appointed head of the Broadcasting Authority board, but his stint was short-lived after disagreements at the level of the board became public, with claims of the board members working to undermine the work of the authority. Craig has since resigned from the board.
takes the hassle out of online shopping, making it faster, easier, and cheaper. With 4 flights weekly from Miami, get your item within days of delivery at our Miami warehouse. Register at www.passpacks.com and start shopping right away, or order at our local office at 188 Waterloo Street. We even deliver your item straight to your door if you need. You pay for the actual weight of your item, so you save on your freight. PassPack, your cheaper alternative for online shopping. A division of Pass Cargo Guyana. Visit us today at 188 Waterloo Street, Georgetown, next to the former Astor Cinema, or contact us on telephone number 223-0738. You can also visit us on Facebook.
And good news for farmers, as Nari said heavy focus will now be placed on cassava, coconuts and plantain.
This year has only just begun, but for the National Agricultural Research and Extension Institute, plans are already on the way to expand, diversify and improve crops in Guyana. Chief Executive Officer Dr. Odo Omnot noted that coconuts, plantains, cassava and potatoes will be at the forefront of Nari's plans for 2017. Coconuts have long been an integral part of Guyanese culture and exports. The coconut yields various products, one of the most popular being coconut water. Yet coconut estates have declined over the years, and in order to meet demand, some attention must be given to the rehabilitation of the estates.
With the expansion that is taking place nationally in terms of rehabilitation of estates together with new plantations, is farmers having access, the coconut farmers, having access to planting materials. So we would have established nurseries at Monrepo, in Wakenham and in the Charity area, because those are the major coconut producing areas in the country. So that they can have material that they're certain that when they plant it at the end of the day, there will be good, high quality planting materials.
In addition to providing farmers with access to planting materials, NARI is also working to find alternative means of combating the pests which plagues the local coconut industry.
So what we'll be doing is promoting the management in an integrated way, which will involve ensuring that the fields are weed-free, the trees are fertilized, and so forth. And also looking at some what we call organic chemicals as far as possible to manage that pest that that farmers have been having an issue with. And to date, we have been using strictly chemicals to manage the red palm mite.
Last year, Guyana produced in excess of 130 tons, according to Dr. Homnot, who attributed the increase in production to the success of the containment of the black Sogotoka fungus.
That's a wrap for this edition of News in Depth. Do join us again, same time tomorrow for another edition.